Part of taking a trip is to explore new things, new sights, new sounds, and new accommodations.
That's right. Airbnb is a trusted community marketplace for people to list, discover, and book unique accommodations around the world online or from a mobile phone. And joining us now is our tech expert, Nika Allen, to talk about Airbnb and shared economy.
Yeah, that's right. So let's talk about this idea of shared economy. Airbnb, one of the sites that's doing this, and this is a new phrase
That's the
for
only
us.
one that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, well, there's actually tons, and you've actually probably heard of a lot more than you
okay.
think.
Okay.
But the share economy in general is a movement for people to share resources that are being underutilized.
Okay.
We have tons of stuff now, and that's been, in the 20th century, it was really just about accumulating stuff. And now we're trying to get rid of stuff, and we're realizing we have a ton of stuff. So how can we share this with other people and make good use out of everything that we actually have?
Okay.
Okay, I like it.
And so these principles actually, if you think about it, have been used for generations and generations. When people used to travel, for example, they used to rely solely on the generosity of the local people to say, hey, they just, come knock on someone's door. Hey, can you take care of me? I'm
Right.
here for the night.
That sounds terrifying.
Exactly. We don't exactly do that now,
Yeah.
but we have resources and platforms that allow us to help share and make it a little more efficient than it used to be.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I like it. So how
Yeah.
has technology influenced the sharing economy?
Technology has really done a lot for the sharing economy. First of all, it's really leveled the playing field. Individuals now can actually, just like you and me, can compete just as easily as companies can in the
Okay.
sharing economy. And so if I have a car or a house or something to share, I can share it just as easily as a company might do that. And we've used a lot of existing technologies in the sharing economy that we talk about here all the time, every week, like social media, websites, applications, maps,
So it allows
GPS.
regular Joes like us to kind of get involved.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there's a couple, good examples of companies that you may haven't even thought of, but that are part of the sharing economy.
Okay.
So if you think about Uber and Lyft, which you guys may have
Yes.
heard of,
Yep.
Uh-huh.
so that's for sharing rides,
Yeah.
all part of the sharing economy. If you have heard of eBay, which I'm sure everyone knows about eBay,
Yes.
yeah, eBay, and there's another company called Yerdle, which is a more modern day version of that.
Okay, Yerdle.
Yerdle.
Okay, I
Yep,
like it.
that's an
That's
app.
my new fave.
And then Airbnb, which is what
Airbnb.
course.
Now, you just recently, you took a trip and you used Airbnb. So what was your experience like with that?
I did. So I went to San Francisco this weekend, and I had some plans that fell through actually at the very last minute. It was about 2 days before I was supposed to go on my trip, and
man.
I got nervous. I was kind of freaking out. So I looked online quickly for hotels. All the hotels were $400 a night. And I was like, there's no way I can afford that. There's just no way.
Right, right.
And so I posted on my Facebook, and I asked all my Facebook friends, do you guys have any suggestions for me? I've heard of this thing called Airbnb. I've
Yeah.
never used it. Has anyone used it? Tell me about it. And I got, everyone basically said, we love it. We love it. We love it. You have to try it. So I tried it. So I just went onto the website, first just started, searching through all of the existing properties. And once I just kind of determined that I was going to get something there, that there was enough in my price range, I was able to filter, so see what was available.
Okay, so that was my question. Is,
Yeah.
is it filters by price range and
Yeah, you can filter by
Rooms
price,
available?
you can
Okay.
filter by location, so I used other resources like Google.
And is this where
to
you
kind
stayed?
of- Yeah, this is actually where I stayed. I found
that's
this
cool.
house on there just in my price range in a great neighborhood.
Okay.
And so I was able to contact the host right away and say, I was interested in staying here. Then she gets to approve you. And so you have to connect some of basically you have to verify your identity
Yeah.
so that you're
Okay.
a real
Which makes
person
sense,
Right,
yeah.
for
right.
safety purposes.
Right.
So I put my Facebook on there, and then I also answered some verification questions, and then she approved me, and then I was able to pay using Airbnb. They took my credit card information, but it doesn't give it to her right away, so it makes sure that she does her job before she
Gotcha.
gets the money.
So there really
Okay.
are some
Yeah.
Safety checks,
Yeah,
some
they
checkpoints
have.
to make
which
sure
is
that it's
good
getting
because
through.
you're not just like, hey, can I stay with you? And they're like, yeah.
Right.
And then you're over there and one
Right,
of you
which
was a
I'm sure
murderer.
in the old days,
Yeah.
that's kind of what
Yeah,
you did have, and you
exactly.
kind of,
Very risky. It could be
Yeah.
unsafe, and you're not sure. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
they have a lot of checks now that for both parties,
Yeah, that's
basically,
good.
so that everyone's safer. They have a $50,000 insurance policy for people who put their homes and rooms up on
really?
Airbnb.
Wow.
So that makes you a
So
little
does
safer.
Airbnb make money from this, or do they just
Yep.
make money from advertising?
No, they
But,
make
like,
money from
when
this.
you stay
There
with
was-
her, she has to pay Airbnb.
Well, what happened? I actually paid Airbnb, so
Okay.
I they broke it down for me in my payments. So I paid her, which was about $120 a night. Then she had a cleaning fee.
Okay.
Then San Francisco put their tax on top of that.
Okay.
So
it's
San
different
Francisco's
taxes depending
happy,
on
and
where
it'll be
you-
different taxes depending on where you are in the world. They have rooms all over the world.
Okay.
They have 800,000 rooms now available.
Wow.
So if you could
can
give
get a
one
room.
tip for using Airbnb, what would it be?
Just I don't know. Try it. Have
it?
fun.
Okay.
I
Just
mean,
try it, yeah.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
was
it seems like they've-
nervous at first. I really
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I was scared. This is going to be awkward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to enjoy because I just got a room. I didn't rent a whole apartment, which you can also do.
Okay.
But I didn't have the funds for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just try it. Get out there and do it. And I had so much fun. I met my hosts were awesome. They were so fun. I got to speak with them at night and hang out with them. They gave me great suggestions. And they call it Airbnb because it's a much more personal experience.
Yeah.
It's a much more personal way of traveling. You
Yeah.
feel at home when you're somewhere else.
Yeah,
So-
fantastic. Well,
Yeah.
Nika, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
your
you. Thank
experience.
you.
And for a full recap on that and on the sharing economy, which we're going to be learning more and more about, I'm sure, head over to Casa.com and click on the Style tab. We'll see you next Tuesday, Nika.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right, thank you.